Hi everyone, my name is Chris and I'm back with another reading for you guys. And today we're going to look at the why behind something's happening to you. So it could be a particular situation that you want to find out why it's happening currently or why it's happened in general, like why something happened. It doesn't have to be just about a current situation, but it can be about a past situation. Therefore, you can pick as many piles as you want as well. So for example, you might be asking about a particular situation that's happening right now to you, and you pick one pile, and then you would like to know also about a particular situation that happened in the past and you'd like to know why it happened. You can pick another pile after that. Now it can also be to do with people. So for example, why have whatever situation that you have on your mind or a person, will find the why behind it, because obviously if you're asking about a situation, if about not just a situation but a person rather, and like your connection with a person, then it could be, why is it happening with this person involved, like why has things not worked out or why things haven't moved. It's just an example question kind of thing. But yeah, see what you're drawn to. When you pick in a pile, try and get immersed into the energy of the situation and see which group you're most drawn to when you do that, or see which group calls to you the most with that energy in mind, feeling out that energy. Just do what you got to do basically. And as always guys, some groups are just not going to resonate with everybody because these videos are watched by hundreds if not thousands of people, and this is a general YouTube video, this is not a personal reading. So be mindful of that. So if something doesn't resonate with you, you can just leave that particular detail behind, or if like just the group is not resonating with your situation at all, then pick another group, or you can just pick another reading or go do whatever else you want to do with your time, because as I always say, it's your time, you do what you want with it. Now if you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope we can provide you some guidance, some answers, and of course help you raise your vibration, help encourage you to dream big because dreams come true, and to, of course, be courageous enough to go after your dreams and all that good stuff, because we feel the fear and we do it anyway on this channel. I also want to thank again for all of your subscribes, and we're over 1,000 subscribers now, which is amazing to see. I'm just so grateful, so humbled, and low-key overwhelmed in a good way of how many people are finding these messages useful. This is a no BS channel. We're just straightforward messages here, and yeah, it's sometimes be what people might not want to hear, but it's also people need to hear. So we're here to get to the truth of the situation, the truth of the matter, the truth of the messages, instead of just feeding delusions. Because we want you guys to reach the best timeline ever for you, where you're going to be happy, where you're going to be fulfilled, where you're going to be abundant, whatever that may look to you, because success looks different to every single person. Abundance looks different to every single person, but whatever that looks to you, on top of being fulfilled, rested, healthy, and all that stuff. So yeah, so thanks again for subscribing. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, because most people that watch these readings are not subscribed. It's like between 60 and 70%. So yeah, now let's move on to the pile picking section. So pile number ones, you will be the Zinnie card here. About why is this happening? Pile number twos, you will be the Daisy card. Pile number threes, you will be the Azalea card. Or Azalea, or whatever it's pronounced in English. So take as much time as you need and pick as many piles as you need as well, with as many situations you have. You want to ask about. Like I said, it can be past, it can be present as well, but we'll hopefully get to some answers for you. Now this will be a blunt reading, of course, so keep that in mind as well, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things for you, because we're gonna be talking about the truth here. It's very important that we tap into the truth behind every situation to help you reach your highest good. All right, high pile number ones, whoever chose the Zinnie card, this is your pile. So your keywords here are vibrancy and perseverance. Now, Perseverance is particularly standing out to me. Now, there's a reason why you chose this card, and how dark it actually is. It does have a lot of purple tones and pink tones. Some bluish there, but the main thing here is that the tones are really cold. Now, you could be left out in the cold with something, or feel like you're left out in the cold. Like it's feeling like a very Five of Pentacles energy of a person being left out in the cold. The door's closed, it's snowing, and someone just like not letting you in, and they're not letting you in to warm up and be comfortable. That's energetically what it feels like. Like for you, some of you could generally be struggling with a housing situation. So that could be a confirmation for some of you. But regardless, I'm feeling a darkness here. Now, on this channel, we do not fear darkness. We use darkness and the negativity and the lower vibrational kind of energies as a tool to help us raise the vibration. So when I say there's darkness around you, I don't mean you're doomed. I don't mean that you are, in a bad place, which you could be, but it's not bad. Nothing is bad or good in general. It just is in the universe. Because everything exists in the law of balance. If one thing exists, an opposite needs to also exist. So if light exists, there needs to be the dark to balance it out. Now, again, it's about reaching the balance. It's not about just living in the light and nothing else. So now that we understand where we're coming from with these messages, we can dive into it a bit deeper. The darkness that you carry within you is meant to be a tool for you to be able to build your life. Like this flower over here, eventually it blooms. However, you can see that this flower cannot photosynthesize because it doesn't have light around it. Yet it still blooms. It still blooms amongst all of the darkness and all of the rain. The rain? So it still receives water. Okay. The water that it receives is the actual light that it needs to grow. It's not sun. What does that mean? We'll tell you later. Sorry guys, I'm channeling, so I'm asking questions as I'm channeling. You are a vibrant person. You are actually very interesting. People want to hear what you have to say. People will want to hear your story, and people will really connect to your story. Oh God, someone's crying now, so I'm crying, obviously. People will want to hear what you have to say. They already do, but maybe you're not there yet because you're still in the midst of this situation that's happening to you. This darkness is not going to be forever because nothing is permanent. The only thing you can count on in life is change. That's essentially the epitome of Buddhism in general. Maybe Buddhism is something that you also connect to. If not, Buddhist philosophies could be beneficial for you because this too shall pass, as it is a Buddhist proverb that also says that. Another Buddhist proverb that we love is a master has failed more times than the student has even tried. You're just not a master yet in whatever situation you're at. We're not saying that you have to learn new things, but it's master of perseverance, master of resilience. Maybe you're quite young watching this pile. Maybe you're just, you don't have as much experience as somebody in their 60s or 70s would, for example. And that's okay because you're just human. You're here in this human experience, in this human vessel, to learn the lessons that you need to learn today. And it will be for a better tomorrow. The lessons that you're learning right now will be for a better tomorrow. You will emerge out of this darkness, yet you still bloom, yet your soul is still divine, yet you still carry an entire universe within you. Nothing's changed. It's just your perspective that's changed over time because you've been beaten down by life, by circumstances, by the situation that you're asking about. It feels you've been beaten down over time. Now, I'm definitely talking to somebody that's not had the best start in life. Now, a lot of people will not want to hear this, but what we want you to know is that your soul has chosen your circumstances before it came into your physical vessel, into your physical body, before it started this immersive human experience. It did so because, paradoxically, like we said, there's no bad or good. It just is, right? Everything is also nothing. It's like it's just how it is in the universal terms, in like in quantum terms, um and on quantum levels. Your soul chose the experiences because it needed to experience the pain that you either went through or going through, in order then to help raise the vibration not only for you but also for the rest of the world. It's actually very important that you went through this, because like I said, a lot of people want to listen to you. They will want to know what you have to say, and they will relate to your story. It's important that you don't stay silent and that you tell your story. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna plug out for a second, and we can look into the rest of your oracle cards, and then I'm gonna get tarot cards, because we got already quite a lot of messages here. So we have immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passions. We got go the distance. Exactly, you're meant to go the distance with this situation. And we got why. Questioning why is good. We like that you're doing that. We like that we applaud you for clicking on this reading to begin with, because of course it's not something that's easy. It's a difficult situation. Okay, so we now have karmic friends, spiritual hater, we have romantic love affair. You could be a person that is also skeptical about spirituality. Totally fair. You should be skeptical about everything. The point of skepticism, I think a lot of people don't understand what skepticism is that you're open to both sides. You're open to be proven right and you're open to be proven wrong. You're just after the truth. So as long as you're after the truth and not there to boost your ego or to reaffirm your schemas, the stories that you tell yourself of how the world works, how the world is, you're good, because you will find the truth as you go through life. You're meant to be questioning things. You're meant to be asking the question why, and you're meant to get the answers eventually. Now, you could be 31 years old, but no worries if you're not, or in your 30s, early 30s in particular. Could be life path number 4. You could be life path number 11, or also life path number 2. Yet there is light shining on this person as they are looking for the reason why. So you're being enlightened, you're being given the answers. It's just that you might not know how to receive them, especially if you're skeptical about spirituality. You might not know how to receive the answers. Now, your intuition never yells. Your intuition never is never aggressively in your face. It only whispers. It can sometimes start whispering to you louder if a situation is particularly important, or like if you're in danger, for example. You know that feeling when your gut is screaming at you. That is your intuition literally then screaming at you like, hey, you're in danger, you need to get out of here, you need to do this, you need to do that. But on a normal day, when you're not in danger, when there's no need for divine intervention, you will find that your intuition just whispers. So that's the quiet little voice at the back of your head. You can probably think back of a time when you went against that little voice at the back of your head and things turned out not as you'd hoped, because your rational brain ended up telling you like, hey, you should just do this, it's not a big deal. And so you went against your intuition, and you were proven wrong by your rational brain. I certainly can think of more than one instance when I've done that. So I don't think as humans none of us are exempt from sometimes ignoring our intuition. So hopefully that provided a little bit more clarity here. Now, also your intuition is always, not always, but most of the time, the first 3 seconds. So when you think of a situation, of a person, whatever it is, the first 3 seconds is the truth and it's your intuition. The rest is just your rational brain. Okay, so we have immerse yourself as well with training, learning new hobbies and passions. Yeah, you are being trained, you are learning, and this situation is gonna lead you to something new, some new hobby, some new passion, maybe even part of your life purpose that you're going to be figuring out here. It's important that you ride the wave. It's important that you go through the feelings and just ride through this darkness, because that is the only way how you can alchemize the darkness and blend it with your light. Don't worry, you still have lights. There's plenty of it. It's just that maybe now you have to go through these dark night of the soul kind of vibes. I'm not saying every single one of you watching is going through a dark night of the soul. It's just most of you will be. But it's like a darker period. You have to ride it through, but it's really important not to engage in escapism and hedonism, trying to escape, trying to make yourself feel better. In terms of, avoiding your real emotions. Of course, like, do things that make you feel better, in the sense of, like, still do your hobbies, still, like, go to the gym, look after yourself, sleep well, hopefully, I mean, if you can, go to the doctor, if there's, like, actual health stuff that you need to look into, do those things. But what we mean by, like, don't be doing, like, hedonistic stuff is, like, don't be, like, numbing things with alcohol or any other substances. Don't be going out partying just for the sake of it, just so you forget. Those are not healthy ways to combat darkness. The healthy ways to combat darkness is to literally transmute it into something positive. So if you keep on going to the gym, you can definitely transmute some of that energy into some positivity, because you're at least, doing something positive for your body, instead of, consuming alcohol, for example, which is just, damaging your body further. You're kind of damaging the vessel further, making it harder for you to heal. So keep that in mind. Obviously, there's no judgment from my part as a human. It's just your spiritual guidance not to overdo it. Like, if you have 1 glass or 2 glasses of any drink, whatever, that while you're still doing things in moderation, that's one thing. But if you're doing it to escape, and you're doing it to the point of, like, your mind being altered, because they're called mind altering substances for a reason, that is wrong. That is where it's not healthy anymore, because you're in a very vulnerable state right now. When you alter your mind, you're also more susceptible to spiritual attacks, so evil eye, which can then make you feel sick as well later on, or sometimes even immediately, depends, how strong the person is sending you these things. Or you can just get random entities attached to you as well, because especially if you're using mind altering substances, somebody really needs to hear that. Maybe you think it's not a big deal. It is a big deal if you're abusing it. I'm just gonna sit with you on that, because it is a big deal. Maybe no one's told you that. Maybe your friends are enabling you, or your family member, or you're not telling anybody that you're doing that. We need you to cut down. Again, I'm not gonna go in absolutist directions here. If you enjoy a glass of wine every once in a while, no one's telling you to quit that. But I hope I made myself clear with this message. Whatever is done in excess is wrong for you right now, in this particular moment in your life. Okay? I'm not generalizing anybody here, because your situation is nuanced, and you need to be really careful right now with how you choose to proceed. And yeah, I am getting, like, karmic friends around you that maybe are enabling you, or maybe they're not looking out for your best interest. They're just looking out for what they want, what they want to do. Maybe not all your friends, but is at least one person in your life that doesn't want you to go the distance with things. That just wants you to stay where you are right now because it's beneficial to them. Especially if it's a person that also does mind altering substances with you, whether it's alcohol or whatever else. Again, no judgment here, guys. We just want you. It's really important to us that we help you, to guide you to your best timeline, to your best possible life, where you're healthy and peaceful and balanced. I mean, you guys, could have gone through a breakup, or your love life has not worked out for you as well. This is also, the hedonism is also talking about bedroom activities. So if you are running away from your emotions by doing bedroom activities, whether it's with only one person, if you have a partner, or especially if you're doing it with multiple people, that is also not healthy for you at this moment in time. Spiritually speaking, this is a spiritual channel. Obviously, for any physical health advice, please go see a doctor, please go get tested, and all that good stuff. Okay, but there is something that they want to put attention to. Oh, people won't like to hear this message, I know that, but especially when it's something that feels good in the moment, a lot of people are like, well, people should be able to enjoy themselves. Well, find ways to enjoy yourself in a healthy way. There are plenty of things that we can do. Like I said, new hobbies. I definitely see new hobbies for a lot of you here. New ways to pass the time that you generally enjoy. Now, you might also start making new friends in the near future, but we'll see what the tarot has to say. This karmic friend or multiple karmic friends, they're definitely not spiritual, by the way. Or if they are spiritual, they're quite dogmatic. Oh my god, Tower, there we go. They're quite dogmatic, so it's like their way or the highway. They don't really accept other ways of life, because there are many ways to be spiritual, or whatever, religious, spiritual, whatever, however people choose to live their lives and whatever people choose to believe in. These people could be quite black or white thinking. That's what it's coming through. We got the Lovers here. I mean, yeah, a lot of you could have dealt with a breakup or a romantic situation not going the way you wanted, and resulting in a heartbreak, of course. We got Five of Swords, disappointment in some affair. Well, that's Tower, though. We'll get clarification for that. But it was a house of cards that fell. There was no foundation there. That's the thing. So it needed to fall. It was only a matter of time. If you build a house of cards, any wind that blows its way is gonna fall. Three of Wands. We did have the Three of Cups underneath that, but since they were stuck together, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna take another card this way. I will. Now let's squish the cards a little bit, unfortunately. Poor cards. Always getting squished. No, but they keep saying to me that people will want to hear your story. People will really relate to your story. Four Wands. Oh my goodness, guys. There is happiness at the end of this situation. With the Four Wands here. Tarot readers kind of argue between themselves. It's not really an argument, because they're both happy cards, but which one is the happier, the Sun or the Four Wands? Because they're the two happiest cards in the deck. But the Four Wands talks more about happiness in love, about wedding, about prosperity, about harmony, about harmonious relationships around you. But it feels like you might need to move from where you are right now. If it's not physically, if you know that you're in a good place, you know, you're living, because your living situation keeps coming up here. Even if you're not been like kicked out of your home, you know, or your living situation for whatever reason, it kind of, because it feels like your stability as well has been ripped from under you. So some of you, again, it could be because of a breakup. For others of you, it can be, you know, monetary, some sort of monetary loss that you've experienced. Because it almost looks like you had it all figured out. It looked like it was figured out, but really, it was just a house of cards that you built. Or the situation was a house of cards presenting itself to be like a brick house. And then the first sign of wind blowing obviously made it fall. Because there was no foundation, there was no bricks there. Is obviously this is a message that's very symbolic. So fill in the blanks yourself, how it applies to your situation. And guys, we have the sun now. So now we have 2 of the happiest cards in the deck in the spread. I mean, listen, I get it. Your dreams did not, like, that particular dream did not come true. Most likely it's gonna be love, guys. Most likely it's gonna be love. It's like a nightmare happened in your love life. Either a nightmare happened in your love life or your like living situation or your money, but for most of you it is love. 3 of Cups came out again. These 2 cards were stuck together. Now they're under each other. So that was purposeful. And let's get you the last card. Thank you very much. Yes, guys, you have to choose happiness yourself. No one's going to do it for you. 6 of Swords. I mean, your spirit guides are there with you. They're there to guide you. And I hope we've explained to you a little bit of how to discern what is intuition and what is not. Do the work. You just have to do the work. If you haven't gone to therapy, you'll have to go to therapy. I mean, therapy is a beautiful gift for humans because it helps us make sense of our own brains and to understand that our brains are not designed to make us happy. They're designed to make us survive, to make us stay alive. And that's why we have the ego as well, because the ego also protects us. So pay attention to the messages that particularly felt uncomfortable. Like, for example, me telling you don't use substances or minimize it as much as you can. A lot of you have not liked this, but that's okay. Sit with that. Ask yourself why. You don't have to tell me, because it's not my life. I'm just here to, as a messenger, to pass on the message from very high vibrational places in the universe. That's what I'm here for. Your job now is to, number 1, choose happiness. Number 2, choose yourself. Not other people's happiness. You don't choose other people's happiness or what looks like it would be happy to other people on paper. You choose yourself. What would make you happy? And you do the work to achieve that. We're not going to give you shortcuts here because there are no shortcuts. You have to go through this dark night of the soul and emerge on the other side. It is up to you how much you will prolong it with your own choices. Because the 2 of Swords is all about your own choice. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? What do I choose? However, I do see that you have the willpower. You are able to be self-reliant, and you are able to switch perspectives wherever needed to gear your mind towards abundance. Now, the law of attraction could be also useful here because, like we talked about the law of balance, nothing's good or bad. If you keep thinking about how things are shit and everything's horrible and everyone's horrible, then the universe has no choice but to obey your command and send you more of that. It sounds really like simplistic, but this is the simplest way actually you can put manifestation into practice. And And, if you start switching the perspective and starting to think about how actually there are good people out there, actually there are situations that can work out for me there in the world, and you stick to it, because the universe will try and bring you back down, because it only cares about balance. It doesn't care about what's good or bad. It just cares about matching your frequency. But if you stick to the frequency, if you stick to the thoughts and feelings that you think is realistic, because you have to believe it, that's when the universe has no choice but to obey and lift you into either a different timeline, or just start bringing situations into your life that match that frequency. It looks like you got nothing to lose now, guys. So just try it. If the stakes are high and you want to still like get out of a situation, obviously the universe then starts removing things out of your life. But it looks like that's already happening. Things are already removed. The house of cards has already fell. So now it's up to you. Do I choose to raise my vibration, and then the universe has no choice but to obey my frequency on a quantum level? Or do I keep thinking about how everything's shit and how it's not fair and how everyone's out to get me, whatever that may be, or how there's no good insert gender here out there, how it's not possible to find love? It's up to you. We dream big on this channel because dreams come true. However, if you generally don't believe the big dream yet, we always say yet, then you have to find a situation that's still higher than where you are right now, but like better than you are right now, but it feels realistic, it feels achievable. So for example, if you don't believe in love, you generally don't believe in love, try making yourself believe, or switching your perspective to the point of like, okay, there are good insert gender here out there, even though it's not romantic, for example, but there are good people out there. And then those people are going to be presented into your life. You'll see that little by little. And that's when once you start seeing that, you can then lift your vibration even higher. It's a process. That's what I mean by you have to do the work. So this is from a spiritual point, right? But you're still human. You have a human brain and you have the confines of a human body. There's no way around that. So you still have to do what you gotta do for your human brain and your human nervous system. Again, for example, Dr. Nicola Perez's book called How to Do the Work is a great one to start, because it talks about the stories we tell ourselves and how our life is the stories we tell ourselves. And again, how to get out of that, how we can change the story. It's just obviously talks about the ego a lot, and how like it's an interesting book. And Dr. Nicola Perez, I would say she's a pioneer in what she does, because she approaches psychology from a more holistic point of view. But if you would prefer like a more traditional psychology book, then Dr. John Bradshaw's book Homecoming is very, very interesting. Again, it's very hard to read because it has actual homework in it. So it literally starts from your development as a baby, in your brain, and like how that, how little traumas can affect things or later on in life, based on your attachment to your caregivers growing up and the dynamic there. So it's also, like I said, it's not easy to do the work. But again, guys, like I've been where you are as well, like just on a human level, not from a spiritual point, nothing. I've been where you are right now, and I can tell you it's possible to get out the other side. You can wake up one day and think that, and feel, not just think, that everything's okay. I like my life, and I like what I've built. And it's not just okay right now, but it's also going to be okay. And I know that because I've already been through some really dark shit. And I know that I'm capable of going through it no matter what, because I know that now I have the skills and the capability to do that. So it's possible. Just keep dreaming, keep wishing, keep hope is a high vibration as well. Keep believing that things are going to change. And again, guys, if you be mindful about the company that you keep, because the company that you keep is just as important, and your environment is just as important. If you have to get out of your living situation, get out of your living situation. Do what you have to do, even if it's hard, because it's going to be hard. I can tell you that much. Some of you might even need to move to a different country, but you already know this information. Do what you have to do. Just be healthy. Stay healthy. Again, guys, I believe in you. Your spirit guys believe in you. And it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot better. You just have to choose yourself, choose happiness. And believe me, once you're out the other side, guys, people will want to hear your story, and you'll be able to help a lot of people as well. So this is one of the biggest reasons why you're going through this, because people want to hear your story. That keeps being reaffirmed. All right, so we've been here long enough, 40 minutes. Like almost. I love you guys, and if you like my vibe, please like, share, comment down, subscribe. Again, this was a blunt message, so you know, like I always say, just click off if it doesn't resonate, if you get triggered too much. But yeah, feel free to subscribe if you would like to see more. I don't just do super blunt readings like this, but I also do, you know, more lighthearted videos as well. Try to break it up, you know, because you can't just always do like really hard videos with like really important messages. Of course, all the messages are important, but still, we also keep it light sometimes on this channel, so don't worry about that. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So it chose the Daisy card. This is your pile. Now, pile number 1 was hella long, almost 40 minutes. Because I'm mindful that I did the intro as well. So we'll see what comes through in your pile as well. We've got time today, so I'm not bothered about it being a longer video. It's a Sunday. I'm off. We're good to go. But it feels like your situation is slightly lighter. You're not going through a dark night in the soul. Okay, so we're gonna go into your soul today, into your Akashic records, they're saying. So one of the main reasons why your situation is happening is due to karmic stuff. Okay, that's fair. You could live by the sea. They're telling me to look into the sea right now because I can see the sea as I'm sitting and reading for you guys. Okay, so solution is on the horizon. The answers are on the horizon, and you'll be able to see through a clearing a little bit today as well. Innocence and joy. Innocence and joy. Innocence and joy. We're going back to your childhood. Now we're going back to your past lives. We are doing a full-blown regression here, guys. Oof. We're going back into when you were in the womb. Then we're going back to before that, before you chose this life. We're actually going into the moment where you're choosing the lessons that you want to learn in your next life. And after that, you would go choose your parents. But for that part, they're like, that's all good. Don't worry. You chose correctly. But before that, it's like maybe you were forced, or almost you had to choose certain lessons that you need to go through. Therefore, you only have the choice of the parents that you got. You could choose from, I think, up to 4 families, but most of you, 3 or 2. So that was fine. They're like, those were the families you had to choose, but they would have all been fairly similar in terms of your emotional experience as a child. However, the reason why you had to go through the emotional turbulence in your childhood. Why did they say it 3 times? I don't know. Is because of the lessons you were told you need to clear, the balance that you were told that you need to restore, because of the actions that you did in a life where there was a lot of sun. in a sunny place, a life in a sunny place. So probably like somewhere warm you had a life in. I'm seeing, you know, sandals. I'm seeing quite desert like almost environment where there's like, you know, the gravel is almost, it looks like sand, but it's not really sand, but like that's the color. And there's like the buildings are built from the same color. It could be somewhere in like North Africa or in Middle East as well, I'm feeling. It could be as far back as ancient Egypt that you broke the balance because of your choices. It feels like greed, it feels like pride, it feels like ego, it feels like human restrictions. You were just not able to deal with your human restrictions, and you were out of balance as a human. Therefore, you made some choices that were not in the best interests of those around you, of the world. You could have even taken a life unjustly. So that needs to be balanced in this life. That's why you didn't have that many choices of families that you could go into, because you cannot level up as a soul until you've paid off your karmic debt, because universe cares about balance. It doesn't care about good or bad, as I talk about often, because everything is good and bad. There's a lot of, not a lot of, a little bit, you know, the yin and yang thing. There's always a bit of dark in the light, and there's always a bit of light in the dark. There always needs to be a balance. Okay, so we got quite a bit here. Let's see what cards you got. Excuse me. Sometimes like my voice crashes when I go out of channeling, because it's almost like I'm being used as a vessel by higher vibrational, I don't know, entities or just forces to speak through. Yeah, you need to let it play out, they're saying. That's fine. So first of all, we have bounteous. So we got generously given relationships and coming together. Again, they're bringing me to a really beautiful garden, but it's almost like a garden within the Akashic Records library. No idea what that is. I know that I'm capable of accessing it, but it's it's so abstract that it's hard to explain. But it's a happy place within the Akashic Records, within where souls go into to explore everything that is, was, and will be. That's what they're like. Just tell them that, though. That's as far as we can go, because the human consciousness cannot understand anything further. Okay. So why do you need to know this? Serendipity, they're saying. One word answer. You need to receive serendipitous proof that this is the path towards your abundance, towards balance, whatever that means. They're also showing me that you guys can astral travel, actually, and you astral travel pretty much every single night. You might be aware of this, you might not be aware of this. Just know that you go to a very beautiful place every single night when you go to sleep. And that's where you meet your family, like your soul family that is not with you, that is not on this earth yet. Yet, they're saying yet. Okay, so it could be spirit babies waiting for you. So the reason why the situation is happening for you, that we want you to clear the karma that so that you can clear the path for your spirit babies to come into this world, especially if you want children. You could be 38 years old or in your late 30s. You could be born on the 3rd, 8th, or 11th of any month. You could be life path number 11 or life path number 2, or the 2nd of any month as well. And you could be born in February, March, August, or November. But there needs to be balance with this. It needs to be fair. We can't give you things until the balance has been restored, the things that you want. The things that your soul wants as well. Yeah, you needed to really pay some debts off. And you need to let this play out. What's this dirt digging thing? Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you or vice versa. Maybe it could be a legal situation that you're dealing with, but not for all of you, just for some of you. So we have deep personal strength and peace that reassures success. And then we got control your anger or you will be sorry. Yeah, definitely don't lash out at, if this is a person you're dealing with in this situation, you need to really control your emotions. Not just anger, but definitely be mindful about how you react to them. But you got romance, celebration, party. This could be a romance situation, of course. For a lot of you, it will be. You need to stop looking for proof, or again, I feel like there could be like some obsessive social media stalking here from either side. But it feels like if it's you, then you need to stop trying to find out things about this person or this situation online and just let it play out. So that's the main advice, because the balance will be restored whether you like it or not. It will be restored no matter what. So don't worry yourself too much about that. I'll shove it here. Let's get you some tarot cards. So the top one here, what's that? So we got, yeah, King of Pentacles. So immediately we are getting a person here. Could be dealing with an earth sign masculine, or you could be the earth sign masculine. We got Dawn of Rings, which is the Page of Pentacles. Got the reflection, diligence. We have the Eight of Wands. Conclusions are within reach, as I said, guys. The conclusions are within the horizon of why the situation has happened for you or why this is happening. We got Seven of Swords. The lies are going to be revealed. You won't have to go looking for them yourself. The dishonesty will be revealed. Whatever was hidden will be revealed. Those are stuck together. We got the Spirit of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands as well. You could have been dealing with like an F-boy or an F-girl that present themselves to be someone they're not. Maybe they told you that they're looking for something serious when they weren't. And they just wanted to get you to the bedroom, or vice versa. I don't know why I said vice versa. Would you, like, would the F-boy or F-girl watch this video? I don't think so, but maybe one of them will. Or maybe you found yourself, I mean, maybe you found yourself in life as well, not being honest with people and just looking out for your own interests instead of telling people what they want to hear. I mean, some of you could be, it could be the case, you know. We've got Metamorphosis. So there are news coming. It will transform everything for you. If this is a romantic situation, you will lose all of your feelings for this person. It's actually going to be like that. You'll hear this news and it'll be nah. Like I said, you also astral travel. So the truth could be revealed to you in a dream as you astral travel. Because a way to find out information is to astral travel as well. And you literally travel in real time as you sleep. Six of Wands. Yeah, the what's hidden will be revealed, and it's going to be to your advantage. But I think, like, emotionally right now, what you're going through, you have to let it play out, because it's part of your karma. You have to feel what you're feeling, to help balance be restored karmically, because this is a karmic connection. Most of you will be dealing with a person here. You manifested them, but it's not just because of your own thoughts, it's also because of the karmic stuff. So it's like a karmic contract that you need to let play out. For some of you, it will be love. Most of you will be love. And for others of you, it will just be like a person that you've been dealing with. That maybe, again, like it feels like it's been unfair. You've been treated unfairly. But on a spiritual level, this was always meant to happen because you needed to pay off the debts to the souls that you wronged. But yeah, because of this, this person will be removed from your life after. And it's sooner than you think. And like I said, you will find something out about this person, and it will feel like a cord has been cut, a contract is over, and you can go on with your own life. And that will be it. You'll be able to, like, karmic justice has been restored, balance has been restored, and you have paid off your debts. So it's just a matter of time. It's actually sooner than you think. Conclusions are within reach very much. And balance is being restored with the Two of Pentacles here, because Two of Pentacles is about juggling two things at once as well. But this is energetically speaking here. It's not like you're juggling two people at once or anything like that. Maybe you were, I don't know, you know your situation. Or maybe you were juggled with someone else as well. But yeah, situations of the balance that require careful handling. That's exactly what's happening right now. It's the careful handling here means that you just need to let it play out. Stop obsessing over, well, try. It's easy shit than done. Stop, try and stop like looking them up online or trying to find information about them, things like that. Just let it do its thing. Energetically here, it's doing its thing. And we will have equal give and take with the universe after. And you will be starting to feel like things are working out for you again. You will start feeling like things are an equal give and take with people, places, situations in your life, with money. And you will start feeling inspired once more. You just need to let this die, they're saying. And yeah, expect profound change in this situation for the better. The for the better part is this person being removed from your life. Whether you like to hear it or not, it's you know, that's another story. But energetically speaking, that's what's supposed to happen. For you then to be able to move on to bigger and better things, whatever that means to you as well. And for a lot of you, it is to have a family if you want that. If you don't want a family, then take it as, you know, building the life you want to build and living the life you want to live. Maybe getting you know, a lovely home, having a lovely home, having a lovely partner, having pets, plants, whatever you like, because it will be individual for every single one of you. So this is a very clear cut, I would say, reading. I hope it resonated, but no worries if it didn't. Just pick another file or pick another reading all together. It's all good. And if you like my vibe, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Everything and anything helps the channel grow. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and your subscribes are just amazing, and I'm so humbled by the fact that this channel is growing so much and so many people have already tuned in. And thank you so much. And another free way to support this channel is just to let the ads roll if you're not on premium. And yeah, and to subscribe is also a great free way to support it if you want to do so. And if you like a personal reading with me, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So it shows Azalea card. This is your pile. Now, this feels a lot lighter than the other 2 piles, especially than pile number 1. Pile number 1 is definitely going through it. They're going through it. Let's see what I'm getting for you. So it looks like you kind of already have clarity on what this could be and why this could be happening. But it looks like we'll just be confirming your situation. A light has been already shone on you and you have received it. So trust that. They're saying spicy, so you could be eating spicy food, wearing spicy clothes, or spicy perfume. I don't know what else that could be. Spicy energy. You could be neurospicy watching this. But yeah, we've got renewed energy and enthusiasm. I'm getting the word sphinx as well. That could be significant for some of you. Or you could have had a past life in ancient Egypt as well. You're definitely a great communicator. You could be working in a job that's to do with communication, whether, you know, it's directly working in communications like public relations, or a content creator where you communicate your messages, or, you know, you could be a journalist, you could be a videographer. In some way, you're dealing with ways of communication as well. You could write a lot of emails in your job, you know, just facilitate a lot of communication. So take that as it resonates. But you're also like good at receiving communication, as in like you're a good listener. You understand others, or at least you try your best to, because of course you're only human. You still have your own lens in which you understand things, because that's how our brains are designed. Our brains are designed to filter things through a lens before it arrives into our understanding. So it's very interesting actually. So, but also confusing, because you're like, well, can I even trust myself? It's a dilemma. No, but don't worry, like here it's all good. I think like you have good intentions when it comes to other people, and yeah, like I'm feeling like a very securely attached person here in general. So, oh yeah, you could have a name that starts with the letter A or L or E. I mean, we'll throw in Z there because it feels left out. Or initials as well. So we've got, oh, planetary wave with soul mission, trust the inner call, soul team. Exactly, trust the inner call. There's no way around it. You have to trust the information that you have been receiving from your spirit team. That's the whole message, basically. The reason why you're going through, one of the biggest reasons why you're going through the situation, or why it's happening right now, is for you to learn how to trust your intuition and how to communicate with your soul team as well. So again, the topic of communication is coming back through. You're a great communicator in the human realm. However, we still need you to learn or improve on your communication with the spiritual realm, because you're very intuitive, you're very empathetic, so you're very in tune with humans, other humans. But we need you to be more in tune with the spirits as well. We've got fork in the road. So maybe there's a decision you have to make and you're like, why do I have to make this? Why do I have to decide? Remember, no decision is also a decision. No answer is also an answer. Fork in the road. Number 13. You could be life path number 4. You could be born on the 1st, 3rd, 4th, or 13th of any month, or you could be born in, well, they're giving all months. They're saying give them the 13th month. There's also the 13th zodiac sign, which is in November and December. I can't remember the exact dates. I think it's from November 29th. Or you could be born on the 1st, 3rd, 4th, or 13th of any month. I've already said that. Never mind. Oh, I'm human too, remember? So we have alpacas, we have owls, we have monkeys. You could be born in the year of the monkey, like me, which is 1992. Or you could be an owl in native zodiac. Or you could be, well, I don't know. I don't think there's an alpaca in a native zodiac. But I mean, I'm being brought to Chile, Peru, those places where alpacas live in the mountains. They're really cool animals. Very skittish because they're prey animals, but very cool. And soft and fluffy. Okay, so you have a fork in the road. You have to make a decision. Okay, that's fine. We have scarcity tactics. And we have reflecting. Okay, that's fine. It's important to make a decision, whatever this may be, or reshape our perspective in terms of abundance. So we have abundant opportunities. We are abundant in choices. If we leave, there are going to be abundance in choices. We're not, whatever situation we're leaving behind, or people, because living in a way where you think your current situation could never get any better, or you couldn't find anything or anyone better, because now, you know, you're at a place where it's kind of good but it's not amazing. You would kind of want a bit more, a bit better, and you're kind of like, right, what should I do here? We need you to leave the scarcity mindset behind. That is a clear message here. Reflect on why you're thinking like that as well. Why do you think there might not be anything better? I think I might be resonating with this message myself. An exciting advance. Exciting things are coming your way. You just have to choose them. Have to choose the unknown sometimes for things to get more exciting. Well, man, because this could be in relationships, this could be in career, with money. Obviously, use your common sense. Don't be going quitting your jobs tomorrow, guys. We've got older woman. Okay, quite a few people involved here. Family sorrow. Maybe you're scared to disappoint your family as well. As long as you're living your own truth, people will be happy for you. Even if they don't understand it initially, they'll be happy for you eventually, because things are going to work out, whether you want it or not. It's inevitable. If you choose the unknown, that is, of course. If you stay where you are, then there's not much to lose, because I don't think like anyone's pushing you out, you know, or pushing you to do something or be with someone or anything like that. We've got heart with love, deep affection, and caring. I've got unicorn with use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Exactly. We need you to get creative and better at developing your skills to communicate with spirit. There are meditation retreats. There are things you can do at home. I mean, even just meditating at home can be very important. Whatever works for you to help calm your mind, do it. Because when you calm your mind, your intuition then has space to come forward. Because the intuition is just the little voice at the back of your head. It just whispers. It's not loud. It's not obnoxious. It's just there, helping guide you through life. It only screams when you're generally in danger. You know, that kind of gut feeling that you get, like hitting you, like you have to leave here now or else. I've definitely been there before. What Spirit of Cups? I mean, a lot of you could be debating like a love situation, whether to date someone or not, whether to leave someone or not. Again, there could be family involved or family opinions involved here. We'll get more cards. But it's like you're avoiding to make the decision. You could also be a masculine watching this. You could be debating whether to ask someone out or not. And the scarcity mindset could be in terms of you feeling like you're not enough. Will be different messages for different people. Ooh, two cards stuck together there. We got Judgment. So you could be generally judging yourself in this situation, thinking that you're not good enough, or that you couldn't do better, or wondering if you could do better in love and career. We have the Queen of Pentacles as well. And it looks like you're, especially if you're the feminine watching this, it looks like you're a very grounded person. If you're a feminine dealing with the masculine in this situation, then the masculine is younger, the feminine is older. It doesn't have to be much. Because again, man and older woman here as well, but the tarot cards also confirm that. You will receive some sort of news, some sort of communication when it comes to this situation. But a lot of it is to do with communication from the other side, from the other dimensions. And it's been blocked from you right now because you're not listening. But I don't think it's blocked because anybody else is blocking it. I feel like you are the block. Let's see. You got Dawn of Swords. Yeah, more communication. King of Cups. Well, first of all, if you're the feminine watching this, yes, you can do better. If you're the masculine watching this, you literally are the King of Cups here. You might feel like you're the Knight of Cups, but you're the King of Cups, and for some reason you don't feel like it. I mean, why this is happening is for you to open up a channel with spirit. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a spiritual channel, so it makes sense why we would get a spiritual answer. To help you connect with spirit and to receive communication clearly, because you could have, that's something you could have struggled with in the past as well, but you're definitely struggling with it right now. We have Six of Cups there as well. And we got the Spirit of Swords. I mean, once you get unblocked, it's gonna be really quick with the Knight of Swords here. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. So this situation is a very fast moving one. For most of you, this will be love related, but for some of you, like I said, it will be career. So for example, you might be wondering if you could do like find a better job or find like better working conditions. The answer is yes. You can get an upgrade. You can get like a better working situation by one level up. You know, it's not, we're not gonna share rainbows and butterflies here for no reason. But basically, yeah, there is a need to look within, examine your inner beliefs as well. Why am I feeling like this? And again, meditation is needed here, or something that will help you calm your mind, because some people get intimidated by manifestation. Oh, but I wanted to say by meditation, but maybe you're also intimidated by manifestation. Oh, that's deep. Manifestation is literally just thinking and feeling what you want. Not like what you want, but like about the things that you want. Like imagining what it would feel like if when you had it. Again, changing up the words that you use, because words matter. Instead of saying if I get this, you will say when I get this, or when I do this, when I do that. It's rewiring not only your brain but your nervous system as well. And then the universe has no reason but to respond. It looks like a communication about a soulmate is coming through here from your spirit team. A new beginning and movement forward in the situation is coming, and expect good news. Now, what those news are, I don't know, because you need to literally tap into your intuition to be able to know. So the reason why it's happening is your ability to receive messages from spirit needs to be deepened. You need to develop your own communication skills with other realms and your intuition. So Your intuition is just going to get deeper and deeper as you age as well, so don't worry too much about that. The choices that you make are going to be for your highest good as well. No concerns here, because whatever choice you make, you'll be fine here. You know, it's more to help you not only raise the vibration, because when you raise the vibration, you also are more likely to be able to receive messages from spirit as well, but also to help you evolve in a way and take risks in your life to be able to achieve your dreams. So the risk taking part is also really important in the manifestation practice as well, because when the universe kind of starts obeying your thoughts and your feelings, then it will start sending you opportunities, but you have to be brave enough to take those opportunities. But bravery is just being scared and doing it anyway. That's all it is. So you have to be brave as well and do it anyway. So you have to be scared and do it anyway, which will make you brave. There you go. I got there eventually. It looks like you have the willpower, you have goals, you have a direction in your mind where you want to go. So focus on that. Just focus on that, and try find ways to calm your mind, whatever works for you. I mean, we'd be here all day if we were like, now do a whole masterclass on how to access your intuition. Maybe I'll do a video on that eventually, but for now, this is the time that we have and the messages that kind of came through for the time being. So I hope it gave you some clarity, and basically homework for you as well. It's not just about giving you clarity about why something is happening, it's about giving you homework about becoming better at receiving messages from spirit. So I hope it resonated, guys, but no worries if it didn't. Just pick another pile or pick another reading altogether. And if you like my vibe, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Everything and anything else the channel grow. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching. And your subscribes mean the absolute world to me. It's just so humbling and so amazing to see that these messages are resonating with you guys. And subscribing is the best, well, free way to support this channel, as well as letting ads run in the background for free. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. And if you like a personal reading with me, you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. All the info is in the description box down below. I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.